Okay, let's discuss future plans for the channel because it's been a long time since we've regularly uploaded content on here until recently. So I intermittently uploaded content on here between 2020 and 2024. Now, 2018, 2019, lots of videos were done on the channel, grew the channel quite well, and the history boffin was a-okay. Then I moved from where I was living to my current apartment, and a lot more of my focus went on the sports boffin. I'm not going to lie, that's the main channel, but there is a reason why the history boffin exists. So initially, the sports boffin was actually a personal vlog, and then I've discussed it on the sports boffin. Neymar went from Barcelona to PSG for the world record transfer fee, and that gave me an idea to make sports only content on the sports boffin. Now, the history boffin came along in the summer of 2018 because there are some videos on the sports boffin that aren't sports related. And in 2018, I went to see a premiere with a friend of Ready Player One at the cinema. And I did a film review of Ready Player One in the summer of 2018, just before the World Cup kicked off in 2018 in Russia. And I decided, actually, this video's done quite well. But it's not a sports video, and I want to be... the main channel is going to be a sports channel. So I came up with the idea of doing non-sports content, like history content, which we've done plenty of, and film reviews, book reviews, drink reviews, because I've actually reviewed an energy drink on here, on this channel. The non-sports content goes on the history boffin. Plans going forward, we are going to resume the Kings and Queens series of videos. We got to Edward I of England. We're going to do all the English monarchs up to Elizabeth I, then it becomes, we'll do the Scottish monarchs up to, is it James VI, who then becomes, James I of England and Scotland, and go from there. Then we'll look at the European kings and queens and emperors and empresses. So that playlist is going to continue. The city profiles and histories, we're going to resume that as well. Initially, I started doing that on places that I lived and where I was born, and I decided to expand it to places with interesting names and expand that playlist a little bit. That's going to resume as well because we've done some good videos that have done very well looking at town and city histories. They were always fun. Social history, well, that's current affairs. We're going to continue doing that. We're going to continue following the Irish fuel protests as an example because that's an ongoing event that is actually having an impact on the people of Ireland, but also a secondary impact across Europe because this protest movement I'm going to keep an eye on because I think it could spread and we could see protest movements and anti-government protest spread across Europe. So we'll see and we'll keep a very close eye on that. And we're going to look at other figures from history who aren't kings and queens. We could look at prime ministers, we could look at engineers, architects, celebrities, famous celebrities. Look at some of the things that they've done of past figures in the past. And yeah, book reviews, film reviews. I might review some stuff on Netflix, for example. There's quite a few films, obviously, and books that I've got stacked up there that I've watched over the years, so I can review them. And so that's my plans for the channel going forward, is to have a more regular upload schedule, and spend a bit more attention on this channel because I believe, no, it's not I believe, I know I have neglected the history boffin. The sports boffin will still be the main channel. As I say, I've always said this, I do YouTube as a hobby. It's a fun hobby. I enjoy doing it. But with this channel, I can be a little bit more relaxed and I can give my viewpoint on the world. History is history. It's written down. We have, the buildings standing. We have the statues standing. We have the inscriptions. What's happening right now is worth talking about. So what's happening in Ireland? What's happening with these protests? I think is going to be talked about and potentially talked about in schools because it is civil disorder. It is a watershed moment for the Republic of Ireland because the army are involved. So we're going to keep following that until that's concluded. And we're going to continue to follow other current affairs as well that I think are worth talking about. But from me for now, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for taking the time to actually watch my content. View counts the last few days have been ridiculous for this channel at least. Tiny little channel, but they're doing really well. View counts on this channel are actually higher than the view counts on the main channel. So there we go. But thank you very much for watching and keep your eyes peeled for more content on the History Boffin coming very, very soon.